Hey guys, it's Simon here and welcome to the 7th episode of the Long Run series. Today's video features a reflection of my athletic performance during my 10K PR. Instead of updating you every single mile, I'm going to update you every quarter of the run. So I'm on a 10-mile run right now. I'm 2.5 miles in. We're 1 quarter in and 3 quarters left to go. My 10K PR is hands down my best athletic performance of all time. And although I personally feel that way, it's also evidence-based. To elaborate on that claim, there are online calculators where you can put in a time and it'll predict your times for other distances. When I put in my 10K PR time of 39:33, the calculator spits out the other distances way too fast. For example, it predicts that with that 10K time, I can run a mile in 5:20. I can't. I can run a 5K in 18:55. I can't. The conclusion that you can draw from those predictions is that the 10K distance is the best distance for me. I perform my best. And also that my 10K PR is my best athletic performance of all time. Using those same calculators, it can predict my VO2 max to be 52.5 milliliters of oxygen per kilogram of body weight per minute. One day, I'm gonna do an independent study at MCLA where I conduct real VO2 max tests, especially on myself. And this is why I changed my major, because I'm so interested in the science of running, the science of exercise, the science of athletic performance, because I can directly apply it to myself. 5 miles into this run already. Wow, it's going by so quick. And I think that's for 3 reasons. A, my little brother ran the first 2K with me. B, my normal run is a 10K, and we're not at that yet, so I'm not tired yet. And C, I'm so full of happiness of reminiscing of my 10K PR, this run's just zooming by. But halfway means we're taking our gel. And today's choice of flavor is lemon sublime. Let's see how this one tastes. I really want to wash the bean boozled taste out of my mouth. Initial thoughts. I think that flavor is really good. It's like a mid-run snack. I really enjoyed it. Now it's time to dig deep into my thought process during my PR run. My previous 10K PR was 41:19, and that's all I wanted to do was beat it. It was a really hilly course, literally named Run for the Hills, so I didn't think I was gonna beat it by much. I had already told my family I was going for a PR attempt. I told you guys, I told myself, but also when I showed up, people asked me what I was going for, so I told them. When I lined up for the race, this one guy named Luke asked me what I was going for. I told him, and he said that he'll help pace me to a PR if we run near each other and help each other. It's important to note that during running by yourself in a race is so much harder. That's why during workouts, you're not as fast as what you can actually truly reach. Running with someone, whether it's beside them, behind them, or in front of them, really motivates you to be your best. That's exactly what I used to do with my dad. The gun goes off, and this guy starts flying. We start off very fast, which is so unlike me. My first kilometer was in 3:55, and he was still probably 15 seconds ahead of me. After 1K, we started to settle down into a nice pace, but I was still dying. I'm going all out. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? F going for sub 41. I might be able to achieve a sub 40. I was definitely filled with confidence that I could achieve that time when I heard my app go, time, 20 minutes, distance, 5 kilometers. I was exactly on pace at 5K. You gotta realize that in the race, that was my 3rd fastest 5K of all time during a 10K race, and the hills were about to come up, so I was about to be humbled. Around 7K is where I caught up to and passed Luke. After the race, he told me that he was experiencing some stomach issues, but nevertheless, without him, I would not have achieved my PR by that big of a margin. Now I was in 3rd place, and that's where I finished because the 2 guys ahead of me were so far ahead, I couldn't even see them. So now I was running alone, which is very hard to do in race form. Still, whenever I looked down and I saw my pace was above 4 minutes per kilometer, I sped up, which was very hard to do on the hills. I vividly remember that during one of the big hills, some negativity swung over me. I remember my body telling my brain that I just can't push any further. I can't go faster. My brain pictured myself crossing the line in 40:01, barely missing that sub 40 margin. But as all great athletes do, you have to trick yourself. You have to stay positive. You have to override your brain. You have to think that you will achieve your goal. I hit 9K in 36:02, so I needed a 3:57 kilometer closeout to achieve my goal. But you know I'm a great closer, so I remember telling myself, Simon, you have to go now. Now is the time to go. 1K left. Go now. Through all the physical pain, I mentally persevered and finished my final kilometer in 3:31, which is 2 seconds off my kilometer PR. My last 5K was 19:33, which is my second fastest 5K of all time. And of course, I got a 10K PR of 39:33. 7.5 miles in, almost finished with this run. I pictured success, and that's exactly what I achieved. I also pictured laying on the ground after I finished, and that's exactly what I did. I was so tired, my legs couldn't even hold me up. Then, the best moment in my life overcame me. I experienced this moment of hysteria, where I started laughing, but also crying tears of joy. There were so many emotions flooding my brain. The feeling of runner's high and adrenaline, the feeling of accomplishment, not thinking I was gonna be able to do it, and beating my PR by 106 seconds, and most of all, proving to myself that I can do anything I set out to do. I did not imagine getting that big of a PR, but after my first kilometer was so fast, and Luke was flying, I knew that I had to get sub 40. That's exactly what I did, because I'm him. 10 miles into this run, I'm honestly feeling pretty good, have a little bit left in the tank. So let's keep it going. For this past half mile I just ran, I caught up with the male and female Lennox cross-country coaches. They're a really good team, and it was honestly cool to catch up with them because I've met them before. They're honestly really good runners themselves, but you don't really see in the coaching population. I've decided rather than going for a 10 miler, let's go for a half marathon. 12 miles in, got 1 mile left to go. I'm honestly feeling very gassed. Just hit 2 hours on this run. That is the 4th time I have ever done that. This is also my 9th half marathon of all time and my 4th one this year. Let's close this vigorous long run out strong. Final statistics, 13.15 miles, 9th half marathon a week after my 10K PR. And I just hit 100 on the month, so let's update the board. Today was my 35th 100 of all time. Right as I hit 13 miles, there was this guy walking his dog in my neighborhood, and he said my arms looked good. He said he used to run cross country, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I'm 2 hours into this run, I'm so gassed, my form is so off, but I really appreciate the compliment. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.